completely completely eliminates the idea of a swing where you want to use your strongest muscles, and these are your hip muscles. Grüezi miteinander, Gregory von Lebe. We're all about kettlebells, so if you are into kettlebells, then like the video and consider subscribing. Before we get started with the video, a small word from our sponsor, Manscaped. As a man, you probably already know by now that you have two anatomical kettlebells between your legs. Manscaped has a wonderful solution to take care of them. I love what they do. I love their product because I tested it and I recommend it. So check out what Manscaped has in store for you. As you are browsing the newspaper because your internet just broke down, there's this advertisement that says, Manscaped. Appreciate your anatomical kettlebells down south to improve your technique. You see, whenever you're swinging a kettlebell as a man, there's the so-called arm-body connection, where your arm and further down south your kettlebell connects with your groin. If your technique is fine, great. However, your kettlebell prefers to ride on a smooth surface. If it ain't smooth, you'll feel like chopping through the jungle with a blunt machete. Here come our friends over at Manscaped with the Performance Package 4.0. Inside the Performance Package, you'll find the signature lawn mower. This electric trimmer is designed to trim hair on loose skin. It also comes equipped with a 4000K LED spotlight. It's also time to freshen up with a deodorant and moisturizer. Manscaped even threw in their shed travel bag and anti-chafing boxer briefs to feel comfortable. Join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped to help them use the right tools for the right job. Go to manscaped.com and use code LS for 20% off plus free shipping. Tabata workouts, especially their kettlebell training, has been requested in the YouTube comment section. If you know anyone that I should react to, then let me know down in the comments. Now, I've turned the music off for copyright reasons, and let me tell you why I'm not particularly fond of training according to music. While I do think that the music can push you and give you some vibes and some motivation, I don't think it is valuable to train according to a beat like, for example, Les Mills does it. I don't like it particularly because it adds to this already existing burn mentality that people are engaging themselves in, and then they think if the workout doesn't kill me, it wasn't worth it. Kettlebell liftovers. I love how we come up with these funny names. It's not a kettlebell exercise. This is just a bodyweight exercise. What I think is so funny when people are masking kettlebell exercises or certain bodyweight exercises where you just need something to lift your legs over as a kettlebell exercise. Turkish sit-up, not a huge fan of this exercise when we listen to what Dr. Stuart McGill says, that sit-ups can be problematic to the lower back if you add weight to it. There's a reason why you shift the weight in the Turkish get-up to your elbow. There is an idea where you can use the Turkish get-up as a certain exercise where you halve the exercise, where you just go up to a sit-up position, but I wouldn't do it like this. I get this criticism a lot, like, hey man, she's strong, so she can lift at 12 kg or whatever that it is, easy. Yet, you know, you do this 1,000 times, lifting weights with your back instead of your legs. Maybe you do this the 1,001st time and something happens. Or you lift like this when you put the kettlebell into your car or whatever. I just want to build good lifting habits. I don't care whether it's an 8 kg, 12 kg or whatever. It's not a pencil. It's still weight, and we want to treat the kettlebell like it's loaded, have respect, and then we lift it with the legs. So alternating kettlebell split swing, all right? Completely eliminates the idea of a swing where you want to use your strongest muscles, and these are your hip muscles. So whenever she takes a step back, she doesn't connect with the hip. There's no arm-body connection. She's messing up the timing. And as we always say, you can do this with light weights, but choose some heavier ones and you'll see that this exercise won't work it won't give you any benefits at all because you're not using your strongest muscles, which are your hip muscles. Kettlebell plank. Well, I was reading kettlebell plank snatch. I would have loved to see that. Now again, we're masking a exercise where you can use anything, a bucket or a dumbbell or whatever, and then we mask it as a kettlebell exercise. Now, there might be some value to it. When you pull it, you use some of your lats and you need some stability in your abdominals, but I wouldn't call this a kettlebell exercise. Now, a little bit wobbly. Okay, you're combining a swing, a lunge, and a halo. Now with the halo, I changed my mind to a certain extent. I still think there may be some better options to open up your shoulders than using a weight. I like to do mobility stuff non-weighted, except you are already working with some sort of mobility. Some people are so tight that maybe just body weight stuff is what's sufficient to increase mobility. And yet in this case, we're switching. We're using the halo as a workout tool with a lunge and with a swing. So people will mess up doing this because it's 3 exercises into one. Why not do just a simple lunge or a swing and then use the halo as a warm-up tool? Because yeah, we combine it, then it looks like it's something new. It looks like it's brand new. I just saw this on an Instagram page that I follow. I love his stuff, and he says, do you think that new is always better? Exercise fundamentals have been around for hundreds of years, so why not just do a lunge? It's probably the best thing to do instead of combining everything. And again, use a 20 kg and see where you're at. All right, so half knee shoulder press. Ooh, a kneeling press. That's tough. You see what I see in this Tabata idea is just burn yourself out, right? Balls to the walls. Now, what would be a better option? Slow the exercise down. Controlled. Use tension. Bring the arms in, then bring it up. If you're outside, if you bring your arms out there where your elbows pointing away from you, it may be that your shoulder has some trouble with it. Again, if we use heavy weights, you hear me say this so many times on this channel, if we use heavy weights, this might cause trouble for the shoulder because your stabilizers are not as strong to stabilize the weight, and then you think, okay, I want to use a heavier weight, and boom, something happens, you get an impingement or whatever. Why not just go slower? Because the burn mentality in the Tabata is strong, so we think, okay, I gotta go fast, and then yeah, this is what it looks like. It's not totally bad, and yes, he's strong, but I'd love to see some more, let's call it respect, where you're going back into the exercise, you bring the arm back, you stabilize everything, you breathe, and then you go back up and you keep working. But this goes against the burn mentality. Whoa, and the way she brings it down, we always tell this our clients, we say, listen, when you are done, watch this, boom, beep, you're done. Don't drop it like this. Don't drop it like this. Imagine it's a 20 kg. You're not dropping it like this, or you do it once and something happens. You bring it down safely into the rack and then you drop it. And maybe you're like, well, you exaggerated. No, safety first. When the kettlebell is on the floor, then you can relax. And when you hear beep, the timer, I love working for time, but don't think that when the exercise is finished, that you can just be like, boom, become like a bag of rice. No, you're still stable, still tension until the kettlebell's back on the floor. So that's it. It's a 5-minute workout, which is great. Some people can use this to get started. Yet what I would love to see is just more bang for your buck exercises. Some of them are time wasters. Some of them are not even kettlebell exercises. And just be more careful with the form, more safety, more tension. Because at the end of the day, you don't just want to work out with the kettlebell. You want to practice and become better. And once you become better, more efficient, and proficient with the exercise, more fun. It's more fun. You can use great progressive tools to advance. So many people are commenting, hey, I've heard this, I've heard that, impingement in the shoulder, my hip is hurting, my knees. So many people are banged up, and then we have to just be careful when we're using weights as an implement. Independent of the weight, how heavy it is, I don't care. We always want to apply the important safety rules. On a final note, especially when I'm highly critical of a kettlebell workout, or its exercise selection. You can do whatever you want with a kettlebell. You can try new things, you can experiment, you can train the way you want to, and if you enjoy it, that's awesome. The reason why I do this, it's two things. First of all, certain exercises can be detrimental and can elevate the injury risk. Number two, many people don't prioritize working out. And when they do pick up a kettlebell, then I want to make sure that these people make the most use of their time. And maybe you belong into this category. You don't lift as often, and when you lift, then choose the most bang for your buck exercises: a squat, deadlift, press, swing. Because in comparison to this other stuff that you've just witnessed that I'm critiquing, you can't even compare it from the value. A squat or a deadlift, they give you so much more value than a plank, switch, alternating, whatever. So that's the reason why I do these reactions. I want you to discover the potential and the most differentiating factor of the kettlebell. The world of kettlebells is dominated by two training styles called hardstyle and kettlebell sport. Although vastly different in nature, they have been proven to work and give you the most bang for your buck whenever you pick up a kettlebell, if you understand them correctly and are able to differentiate between the two. If you are a beginner, this task might be understandably confusing. Enter the hybrid style and discover how to combine the best of both worlds. The hybrid style masterclass is a 10-week practice-based online course that will help you take your kettlebell skills to an elite level, made in Switzerland. Learn what's been holding you back and how to become a versatile kettlebell master without having to piece together countless YouTube videos or rely on a gym membership. The price of the hybrid style masterclass is $397 per month for 3 months. Save 20% with a one-time payment of $997. We'll open registration only to a small number of new students every 3 months. Join the waiting list now to get access 24 hours before the general public. Link is in the description.